blessed right now to have an outstanding state's attorney who's our next speaker. And Kane County is, we're at the heart of Illinois. We have great people here, and he's another great man. He will also address you, and he's going to be our next state attorney when we elect him in 2012.
In Elgin, or close to Elgin here in Gilbert's, Elgin, my hometown, speaking to so many people with whom I share so many values in the town that has really helped shape my values, my character, my resolve, and commitment to public service. As I start and as we start tonight, I want to thank the leadership of the Elgin Township Republican Organization, Mike Kenyon, Dave Rickards, Bob Folman, John Juergensmeyer, and Annette Miller for your service not only to our organization here in Kane County, but to the Township of Elgin, to the City of Elgin, and to our party. But I also tonight, I think it's appropriate to pay tribute to the late Judge Donald T. Anderson and his wife Nancy for their service and their friendship, not only to me, but to many people in this room. So thank you. I want to also open with a nod to my predecessor in the State's Attorney's Office, now Judge John Barsani, who was here. John has really been a stalwart of the Republican Party, who has helped me see the value of public service, to pursue justice on behalf of the people of Kane County, and perhaps most importantly, to set an example of leadership in the community. Judge Barsani continues in his role as a judge of the Circuit Court, in his commitment to public service, his dedication, and his pursuit of justice today as a Kane County judge. But for all of those people, for their leadership and dedication to public service, we all owe them a great debt of thanks. So thank you. One of the real leadership lessons that came from these people that I mentioned, and a concept for us all to keep in mind as we enter the 2012 election cycle, is that it's not about you or me. It's about all of us and all of those people outside of this room that couldn't be here tonight. At the end of the day, for example, the state's attorney, no matter who he or she is just keeping that seat warm for the next one. And that's important for two reasons. First, because on those days when I might get a little overwhelmed with questions and problems and budgetary issues and judges' rulings that I might not agree with all the time, when everyone, it seems, wants just a minute of my time as I'm walking in the door, walking out of the building, it helps me to know that someone went through this before I sat in that seat. And it helps to know that someone will go through it again when that seat is no longer mine. It keeps me grounded. Second, and really most important, it's what makes the best government. I might be the office holder, but it's not about me. It's about everybody else, even the people who won't vote with us as Republicans in 2012. But that's really what it means to be a Republican. As Abraham Lincoln said, and I quote, "Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition." The people of Kane County, and the people of the state of Illinois, they don't care to hear how hard we work, but they expect us to work hard. And if we work hard doing the people's business, they will notice. And we will have their trust, and therefore, as leaders in government, as Republican leaders in government, we will earn their support. Good government, really the best government, not only is efficient and trustworthy, it is first, foremost, and always about the people that we serve. Good government isn't difficult. And although that may be news to some in Washington and Chicago and Springfield, good government is built upon the same tenets as good citizenship, as good business, and raising a good family. Three principles of the Republican Party. We set goals, we work hard, we work honest, and we lead. These are the principles of the Republican Party. And these principles will propel us to victory in 2012. These are the principles that made America great. These are the principles that always have pulled America back from the brink. And these are the principles that will make America great again and lead us to victory at the local, at the state, and at the national level in 2012. But it really starts with you, with us, the people at the grassroots of the Republican Party. People like Dave Rick, precinct committee, people in our community that talk with our neighbors. And I know it was a Democrat who said all politics is local, but few will argue that it's the Republicans, particularly here in Kane County, who do local politics the best. And we do it starting with hard work. For the past 10 months, I've had really the great honor and fortune to lead a government agency that is working hard for the people. I'm proud of the work of our office, and even more proud of how our work is accomplished. Our mission is the pursuit of justice for the people of Kane County. We're successful in that pursuit through accountability, honesty, and common sense. And don't think, please, for a minute that I'm trying to take credit for that. It was that day, on my first day on the job, December 1st. Accountability is really the standard set by leaders. Their commitment makes them accountable to you, to the rule of law, and to each other, to our neighbors. And common sense is really self-explanatory. Our objective in the state's attorney's office and in the Republican Party is to have a good and efficient government agency that is responsive to your needs and expectations, both as residents who demand the best in public safety and as taxpayers who demand that we be good stewards of your money. And when we do our jobs to your expectations, Kane County, citizens and businesses alike, not just live and survive, but they thrive here in Kane County. It's important that we as public employees earn the trust of the citizens and taxpayers. You are my boss. You are our boss. And we must meet your expectations as your leaders in government. That is how we in office earn the trust of the people and instill the confidence in our party to the voters. If all of government worked to the same standard, we would not generate the cynicism and mistrust, and we would not waste your time and your tax dollars. Like all of you who are here tonight because you place high value on public service, we do it through resolve. As Lincoln said, always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. You see, I missed that part of the state's attorney's office, and that's why I came back to the state's attorney's office after 10 years. Success through brains and guts, will and determination, and ingenuity, but not by sacrificing honesty and fairness and accountability. That's the best of America. That's what it means to be a Midwesterner, and that is personified nowhere better than right here in Kane County in the Republican Party. And in no better people than those of you in this room tonight. Those of you who will play a role in key Republican victories in 2012. I am very proud of my roots and that they're so deeply entrenched in Elgin and in Kane County. There are many things that make Kane County special to me. We are collectively a people that don't sit on the sideline and wait for someone else to tackle the tough jobs. Instead, we jump right in and show that leadership and hard work is required to get it right. That's what John Juergensmeyer has done for nearly 50 years, not just for the Republican Party as former county chairman, or in his professional life as a lawyer, as a leader of local and state bar associations, but in his desire to help others through education, both on faculty at Judson University and the University of Illinois, and to civic organizations like Rotary, JCs, Boy Scout, the Salvation Army, and his Methodist Church. What I take away from John's years of dedication and service, what I think John is trying to tell us, and trying to show us through his actions, is that leadership is not just in situations, it's a way of life. Leadership is about commitment, and commitment to his community, is why we're here tonight to honor John Juergensmeyer. We as Republicans are willing to get our feet wet. We're able to get to the grassroots, and we know how to succeed. We know how to win. The reason Democrats keep gerrymandering our county, both for Springfield and for Congress, is because Kane County is a Republican party. And they can't beat us in Kane County, so they keep trying to divide us. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked in the past. It's not going to work now, and it won't work in the future. To us, to me, this is just another challenge. And show me a Kane County Republican who will back down from a challenge. Ronald Reagan said, and I quote, "There are no constraints on the human mind, no walls around the human spirit, no barriers to our progress, except those we ourselves erect." I am deeply humbled to know that I am now in a position to play a role in answering that challenge, both here in Kane County and beyond. And believe me, it's a role that I don't take lightly. You deserve the best that I have, and I'll give it. And if we all keep working hard, set high standards, and if we don't worry about who gets credit and only think about who benefits, we will prevail in 2012. So let's do what Republicans do best. Let's get to work, because that's what we do. John, here's to you and to the Republican Party. Let's win in 2012.